What's up guys, today I'll be reviewing a very special game, which is Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and we're going to see if it is the best 2D Mario game of all time, or if it's just a good game, so let's get into it.
Have a great time!
So Super Mario Bros. Wonder is an all-new 2D Mario game, and it's not in the family of the new Super Mario Bros. Games, but I do like how the title looks kind of similar, like the logo looks kind of similar to the new Super Mario Bros. The way it's spelled and all, so that's kind of cool, I thought. But the logos are the only thing the games have in common, because Mario Wonder is very different from the new Super Mario Bros. Games. First up, let's talk about the graphics and visuals, because that's really one of the biggest things about the game that's so different from the older Mario games. So the graphics are going for a more cartoon-like art style, and all the characters and stuff have a lot of good animations and a lot of expressions that are really neat to discover and watch. But the graphics are really good, I'd say. They maybe look a little more sharp or crisp in new Super Mario Bros. Games, like a more like realistic look in a way. But I like the new cartoon look and I don't have any problem with it. A lot of effort was put into the characters' animations in this game. Like when you go down a warp pipe, you show these animations, or like when you go into a door, it's a lot more animated than older 2D Mario games. Now let's take a look and see if the game has a lot of content. So first up, there's a ton of playable characters. Like there's a ton of Toads, a lot of Yoshis, and Daisy is playable, and that is what made me want to get this game, because I'm a huge Daisy fan, and I had to buy it because of Daisy. The Yoshis and Nabbit are set to an easy play mode, so you can't use power-ups and you won't really take damage. I don't really have a problem with that because I wouldn't be playing as those characters anyways. But there are a ton of levels in this game, and all of them are a joy to play through and a lot of fun, and you can have a wonderful time. And after you beat the game, there's another world that you can unlock more levels through that are harder levels, but they're a ton of fun too. And I didn't find them that hard, honestly. So you can beat the game in a couple days, but still there is a lot of content here and a lot of replay value, so definitely a lot of content and a ton of fun. Now I'm going to talk about the big main selling point of this game, the Wonder Effects. So to start a Wonder Effect, you have to grab the Wonder Flower, and then some weird things happen, like you could be floating through space or a buffalo stampede, but a lot of unique things can happen, and it adds a lot of good replay value. I just thought I'd throw this in, but there are a few really cool levels themed around the fall season, and I thought that was pretty neat and unique. There's also online play, which is pretty unique for a Mario game. First time to have online play in a 2D Mario game. So, yeah, you can play online with random people, or you can make a room with your friends and stuff. And there's also these things called standies, and if you place one, other people can revive themselves if they die, and you can do that with someone else's standee. Difficulty-wise, I wouldn't say the game is too hard. I mean, it's just like a basic Mario game. It's not as hard as like the older ones, but it could be a little challenging sometimes, and there was a few times where I had to replay a level, but it wasn't too hard, and you could manage to get through on a normal character. Now let's talk a bit about the boss fights, and I am going to talk about some spoilers here, so if you haven't played the game, you might want to click off. So before I played Mario Wonder, I thought the boss fights were going to be extremely unique and awesome, but I was wrong. All of the boss fights are just Bowser Jr., except for the end one with Bowser. Like, I'm really surprised the boss fights weren't, like, more unique and there was different characters, because it's kind of a shocker for such a good game to be, like, have horrible boss fights. The final boss fight with Bowser wasn't bad, though. I actually enjoyed it. It wasn't very hard, but it did remind me of the battle with DJ Octavio in the Splatoon series. And it was kind of long, but it wasn't very challenging at all. I mean, none of the boss fights were hard, really, at all. I did enjoy playing the Bowser Jr. boss fights, but they definitely weren't original, and they could have been a ton better, and there could have been some better bosses, for sure. So do the boss fights ruin Super Mario Bros. Wonder? I say definitely not, because I think this is my favorite 2D Mario game I've played. I mean, I think it's amazing. I love how there's no time limit, and Daisy being playable, and the level design was amazing. This game is just packed with joy, and it's a game people of all ages could love. So Super Mario Bros. Wonder is one of the best Mario games I've played, if not the best Mario game I've played. But does it make the new Super Mario Bros. Series games not good anymore? I would say no. I haven't played all the new Super Mario Bros. Games, but I definitely would like to play them, and I bet they are still a lot of fun. So on a scale of 1 to 5 stars, I would give Mario Wonder a 5-star. The boss fights were crappy, but the great level design and everything else made up for it. Oh, one more thing I need to talk about is the power-ups, and there weren't too many power-ups. I wish the Ice Flower would have came back, but there were some great power-ups, and the amazing one is the elephant one, and that's really all you need because Elephant Mario, Elephant Daisy, that's pretty neat, honestly. So yeah, and there's also some other cool ones like the Bubble one and the Drill one, and they're a lot of fun. Also, the Fire Flower's back, so power-ups were all good. I wish the Ice Flower would have came back, though. Well, if you're not sure what Switch game you'd like to buy next and you haven't played Mario Wonder, I highly recommend it. You should definitely check it out. If you enjoyed this review, please consider subscribing because I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. Thanks for watching. God bless.